a plus 15 and getting me some epic loot.
God knows he needs it.
I do.
I'd like to give a shout out to Kaylee, Zate, Sin, and anybody else that I have pestered the past couple weeks. All of y'all are awesome.
Shout out to Candaria for starting a new raid team. Way to go.
I'm gonna give a shout out for you, Candaria. Shout out to Viragosa, who made Battalion's awesome logo.
Yes, thank you for that.
He's made quite a few things, so appreciate it.
He's amazing.
Any other shout outs before we get into promotions? Okay, GB. So I'll do the promotions for myself, and then the people that I'm promoting can. There's a few promotions. I know a few of them, but I'm only going to do one and then see if all the rest of them get covered. But Sin has been behind the scenes chancellor, but now he is also going to have the in-game rank, and he is responsible to help and support. I'm by myself. Good job, sweetie. I'm a little busy. She was at a birthday party and she has a little blow thing, that like shoots out when you blow on it. Where was I at? Oh yes. The dirty deed of promoting Sin to Chancellor. Congratulations, Sin.
Hey.
He was there for all the heroic teams. He's also been helping out with Battalion, which is aiming for Mythic, the new one. And he's also been helping out with E. So just a reminder of the Chancellor promotion. It's behind the scenes for about 4 months, 2 months me talking, 2 months then practically working. So Sin's been practically working for a couple months now. And now it's 2 months of he actually has the rank. And then at the end of those 2 months, we'll be evaluating and talking to the team leads and everything. So an in-depth process. I make him run the gauntlet. He's doing a good job. So thanks, Sin, and congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you. Even more work now. Yay.
You did work before.
Makes me happy when more people are working.
Makes your life easier.
I win. You win too. I think.
Hopefully my computer doesn't break anytime soon.
Again.
Other promotions? And by the way, these promotions don't have to happen right now. Any promotion that's happened in the last month, Templar or above, we don't usually announce Grand Army promotions, but any leadership promotion, feel free to let people know.
Candaria, for taking over a new team. He is currently an ambassador rank and trialing for the team lead position. He has a couple more weeks left, but so far he's doing very well with it. So congratulations, Candaria.
Go Candaria!
Go ahead.
Nope,
No,
you
go.
You
go.
No, you go.
I'm waiting.
All right, fine. All right, fine. Imperium has a promotion, or we have a new healing lead. His name I can't pronounce. I think Virtuositas, I think it's called. Virtue Shaman. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he's our new healing lead. He's doing a wonderful job so far, and we wish him good luck with the new position.
I have a bunch. I'm going to start out with community coordination. We have Ranth, Mishka. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm going to butcher everybody's name. And Damid. I don't know. They're all Templars for community coordination. For social media, we have Kush. And for social sponsorship, we have Mercy and Mardine.
Yay!
All right, my turn. All right, cool. The three people I have chosen to help me with Battalion will be the ambassador, or trialing for ambassador will be Android/Christ. Our raid leader will be Cephas, and the logs and performance analyzer will be Koskiusko. So if you see them, give them a shout out.
Awesome, congrats, and thanks for helping out with a new team. Thanks for everyone that's doing extra stuff around here. Any other promotions? Okie GB. Reports. If you don't know, there is an agenda posted, so this is not a fly by the seat of our pants type of meeting. I don't know if anyone, if you're, I'm not gonna do it because I will mess it up because I'm pushing my push to talk button. But if anyone wants to link the agenda in the general area, that'd be good. So the next thing up is the State of the Guild. State of the Guild is doing well. The big push right now is going to be recruitment. We have some issues down below that kind of talk about that. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming together to support the community in interesting ways. And big shout out like to the banking team. There's a lot of people that didn't think the banking stuff was going to fly, and Jess and her team have made it work really well. And we're still getting all the team's supplies. I'm gonna just a moment, please.
I mean, can she just run the meeting?
I mean, I want the pink one too. I mean, come on now.
Who doesn't?
She wants the pink party favor. I sent her to another, and hopefully that will work.
But I want the pink one too.
But there's a lot of really cool things going on where we're coming together and supporting the community, and we just have things that we haven't had before. Whether it's mercenaries that are continuing to fill in, or supplies for flasks, which I encourage everyone to talk to Jess and see how you can help out, because we want to continue expanding that. Another thing that we did is we have some banking stuff, which we'll update later on. But there's just a lot of people that are contributing to the community in meaningful ways, and not everyone's a raid lead. Not everyone's going to be doing recruitment or thread bumping. Like, everyone's got their own thing. And it's really cool to see everybody that wants to contribute to the community and support and make the world a better place. And, I firmly believe that everybody has something to offer. And sometimes we underplay ourselves and don't think we have something. And it's really exciting for me to see people get involved and take pride in the community and take pride in themselves and bring something to the table. So on that note, I continue to say this like every meeting, like we're better, stronger, have momentum than we've ever had before. I know that there's one less team right now, but you got to prune every once in a while. And sometimes for whatever reason, people want to move on and not keep contributing to the community. And that's fine. This guild has always been a guild where we want you here if you want to be here. If you don't want to be here, there's a lot of other ways to do things. But we try to set up some pretty clear expectations in terms of what's required. So we are requiring a little more from teams now to try to keep the community together in terms of them raiding on Discord. All the teams are doing that, posting logs. We can kind of see what's going on with everybody. So there haven't been any big dramas, I should say. Things are going pretty smoothly. The one thing that I would say, and again, it's going to come back up in the additional items down there, is just recruitment. We had a number of guild mergers that kind of fell through, or not as many came over as we thought. For those of you that are over from other guilds, thank you for being here. But we're definitely looking for more people to fill out the rest of our rosters. We're still looking decent with most teams, but keep asking your friends, keep selling them on the community. There's a lot that we have to offer that no other guild in the world has to offer, and that's a pretty good selling point if people want to be engaged and have fun in the game and not have to do LFRs and Mythic Pluses out of Pug. So continue to invite your friends. If you do hear of a guild falling apart, please bring it to the attention of Snowmantle is the person that's been doing that, but you can bring it to my attention too, or any team lead. But if there's a team that's looking at they're not going to be raiding anymore, we want to continue to encourage groups of people to head on over and join our community. So that's all I've got. Belle.
Okay, Endless Kingdom is thriving, thanks in part to several people who have really pushed their opinion on me about who needs to support Endless Kingdom. I was holding out for someone from Endless Kingdom to step up and assume a leadership role. And I kept getting people from Eternal Kingdom saying, hey, I want to help. And I finally gave in, and wonderful support from Eternal Kingdom for Endless Kingdom. And I can tell that Endless Kingdom members are really appreciating it. So they're getting more involved because of it. And I hope that soon we'll have members of Endless Kingdom step into leadership roles. But as it is right now, they're at least getting to participate more in life in this guild, and I really appreciate that. So we've been, like I mentioned before, Mishka has been headlining the achievement runs. Aranth has started the Endlessly run, and we're talking about new and different ways to make sure that people have guild repairs, and we're talking about ways to support with the banking. So stay tuned for more information on that in later meetings. But things are happening in the Endless Kingdom, and I really appreciate all the support we're getting. Oh, another person who had a good idea that I didn't adopt right away, that I'm glad I finally did listen to her. Henry wanted us to have an Endless Kingdom chat channel on Discord, and that's a really nice feature to have too.
Just
So
a quick,
that's it.
put a quick plug in for ENK. If you don't know, or you're not fully aware, ENK is basically our friends and family rank. But because we're a large community and we run out of space in the main guild, it would be great if we could all fit in one guild, right? Just the constraints of the system make it so that we can't. But I just want to emphasize the importance of this aspect of the community because, for example, it'd be great for me to have a place where my wife and kids can play and hang out. And if you want to bring other people into the game, I think things are okay.
Lungs.
But oh man, sorry, this is super distracting. But so this is a perfect segue. Like this guild's like a family, right? Like we want you to be able to bring your family. That's part of why we have the professionalism pillar in here too. But the idea is when you log into this game, you can enjoy it with your friends, with your family, with your fellow raiders. And so it's an important aspect of the community to have because it even if you know you're not going to run a Mythic plus 15 maybe with some of those people in ENK because they're not focused on that, but it's a place where they can come and hang out and enjoy whatever aspect of WoW they want to enjoy, and they don't have to deal with there's a decent amount of people that troll in the WoW community, and just being in part of this community, they can basically experience everything the game has to offer without experiencing kind of the negative stuff. So if you have friends or people that you know would maybe want to play, it's like bring them here, let them have fun, and you can kind of rest easy knowing that they're not going to have to deal with some of the things that other people would have to deal with if they're trying to play casually. So it's a cool thing to make us want to keep logging into the game, and we can play with our friends and family, even the ones that aren't raiding. And that's something that Bell's continuing to facilitate and think of creative ways to strengthen. So thanks for that. That's my plug.
Thank you, Zay. You said it very well.
All right, EST and PST. So I'm the Mythic Team Chancellor for all the Mythic raid teams right now. I'm basically not doing my job because I'm busy. I am in talks with some people to do certain things that will be maybe hopefully announced in the upcoming months. I have it in my guild to-do list to meet with all the team leads. I am failing miserably at that. So all I can say is if you have things on your team that need to be addressed, please come to me, and I'm basically in fire putting out mode instead of being proactive and coming to the teams and talking. It's a little bit unfortunate because I feel a bit more disconnected, and I think that leads to the community feeling a little more disconnected when I'm not talking to the teams and finding out how they're doing. But I would just encourage all the Mythic teams that I'm supposed to be chancellor of, just please, if you need help, post in the mercenary chat, let people know that you need fillers. If you've got a situation that you're not quite sure how to deal with, talk to other team leads. Hanti's been around for a while. I know she's busy sometimes. There's tons of other team leads. Leia just gave Zen a shout out. There's lots of team leads that have lots of experience and knowledge, and if you're needing something, make sure you're talking to each other. That is a definite resource that you have here that you don't have in other places, just for advice and support. So one, I apologize for not being a little more proactive in having meetings and keeping up with everybody, but two, make sure you're talking to each other and you have plenty of support there. Just make sure you're willing to reach out and ask. That's my Mythic Chancellor report. Sin, you're up next. Heroic Chancellor.
So, the heroic teams are doing well. Since this tier is fairly long, we have multiple heroic teams that are also, dipping their feet into Mythic, half their time split into Mythic, half their time split into Heroic. It's all doing well. I think most Heroic teams have currently stopped recruitment because their roster is pretty full, and since they are making the transition into Mythic, it's they don't want an oversaturated roster and making people have to sit. Currently, I am wanting to start a 1 or 2 day with another Heroic team, just because we do have a lot of people that like Heroic, and it's a good opportunity for people to get into the guild that can't quite get into Mythic. So if anybody wants to possibly start a new Heroic team, come to me and we can discuss it. Also, on that note, our new team, Battalion, which I have also overseen, has formed very well. I believe they're trying to do their first push into Mythic tonight if they have 20. So I'm looking very forward to that. And they are still recruiting. So again, it comes down to recruitment. There's just we need people at the moment. But other than that, it's a pretty Heroic team doing pretty swell. We have a currently on Thursdays there's a Heroic team normal alt that is kind of dwindling lately. So we're gonna get together and discuss how to make that more appealing for more people. But other than that, I think everything's going pretty well.
Cool. Thanks. And next up is Henry, but she's not here. Oh, she didn't do a report on the horde.
Leia's here.
So
I'm here.
whoever wants to report on anything that Henry is up to, feel free.
Would be her ambassador.
Okay, so I don't really have anything for the guild. I don't know that there really has been a whole lot going on, other than we have a horde guild. Come join. It's super fun. I haven't really been able to do it much, but if you got a Battle for Azeroth, I highly recommend using your character boost over there. So I'll just start with the community coordination stuff. There is a new run which has been talked about a few times. It's Endlessly. It's on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. server. It's run by Aranth. Endless Kingdom members take priority in the way of invites. You can check the guild calendars, and that will give you more information as to how the invites work. There is officially a second 9 p.m. Friday fun run, which is now run by Jessica and damn it, I'm so sorry. It's DAMMD. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce your name. This run will also be normal in Taurus. Finally, AOTC with Imperium signups will end on Friday, March 9th. If you signed up, do not worry, we will get you in. We're just closing signups. As a reminder, this is an AOTC carry only. We will not be bringing additional people / alts in for gear, etc. We only do 2 additional bosses to get to Argus, and we take 3 people who have signed up. If you have signed up, we will contact you no later than the Monday before the Tuesday run to let you know that you are on deck. If you do not show up, we will keep you on the list. Listen. Oh, sorry, somebody just distracted me. If you do not show up, we will get somebody else on the list. If you continually don't show up, then we will have to remove you. We can't just keep waiting around for everybody. So that is where we are with community coordination. For social media, I mentioned that Kush has been promoted for social media. She is taking over at Twitter. Our podcast will be out soon. February is a shorter month. It does take a lot of time to edit. This will also be the first podcast that has the podcast EK of the month. So look forward to that. Instagram needs your screenshots, so take some cool screenies while you're out in Azeroth. Post them in the hashtag screenshots channel, so Zanari has stuff to post. And social sponsorship. I'm supposed to give Mercy and Mardine a shout out for doing such a great job already. Thank you to everyone who has stepped up to sponsor on behalf of other guildies. And we'll be working on sponsorship for the Horde Guild soon and hope to have it available in the next month or 2. I think Jess said she was hopping in when she is on break from Titan. I don't think Kaylee is around. Am I right? I'm not seeing Kaylee. So Snow, I think Snow is stuff.
Yeah, just a couple things. So the most recent merger that we had is Obsidian. That was about a month ago. A good chunk of them have found teams. There are still a few, however, that are looking. I know a couple of them have kind of just dropped off the radar. So if you looked and tried to contact them and didn't get a hold of them, I guess that's just what happens. Sometimes people just join and then wander off. But they're gonna get moved over to ENK at some point. And then, as Zate mentioned, we had a couple mergers in the works that fell through. To be honest, my impression of them when I talked to them from the beginning was that they were kind of lackluster anyway. But I'm not sure what I can do to try and improve that in the future. But it's certainly something I'm going to be working on. At the moment, I don't have any in the works. But again, if you have any leads, if you know people, if you have friends in guilds that you just found out that, hey, we're not able to raid anymore because we can't make our mythic rosters, please, have them contact me. I certainly, I don't like to go out there and mess with other people's recruitment posts, but certainly if they're starting to get a little discouraged, or they haven't been able to do mythic for several weeks because they can't make the numbers, please, pass them my name and just suggest it. And I've also started putting out advertisements specifically for guild mergers, though so far I haven't had anything come specifically from that. And that's pretty much all I have right now. I'm also helping Kaylee some with recruitment on the WoW forums as well.
Cool, thanks.
I think that's it for us.
Anyone else for the other community stuff? Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my kids yelling in the background.
Oh yes, we can.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
They were
about.
arguing over a balloon, and now they're working hard to keep it from falling on the ground.
So I gotta
Very
ask,
exciting.
is your computer in the kitchen?
No, it's in my apartment. We have a little 2-bedroom apartment, and
Oh, okay.
we have kind of one room where all the fun happens.
Hey.
So Siri is up. You here?
I don't think he's here.
He probably forgot because it's an earlier meeting than we normally have. But he is working on, and this is the additional item one, so I'll just cover that real quick. I don't think Z-Boot's around either because reasons. But they don't have much to update anyway, I don't think, as far as I know. Siri is in the very early stages of reworking some of our recruitment stuff. Actually, Kaylee, do you wanna? You've worked with them a little bit. Is Kaylee
She's
here?
not here.
Kaylee's not here either. This is the thing. I think our Friday night meetings are a little better attended, but that's fine. So there's some changes that are going to come to the recruitment, and we're working on them. It would basically be a drop-down menu, and so I'm not going to say much more about it other than to say just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. It'll be something we'll be working with the team leads with, but it'll auto-populate the spreadsheet, stuff like that, and that way, instead of waiting a day or two for someone to update the spreadsheet, it'll just automatically be in there the second someone apps. However, team leads will be able to use the old system too, so it'll be kind of like this. It'll be a work in progress, but there's something in the works there. So continuing to look at ways to improve the website and make it more functional. With the Patreon, the Discord, we always appreciate your Patreon contributions. We currently have enough money. We've raised enough money that we're, instead of having everybody pay out of their personal bank accounts, we're starting to switch things over and pay them out of our actual EK bank account. So that's cool. But all that money that's going into the Patreon, we're using it, or we'll start using it more. And Jess will actually share a few of the things that we'll be using it on. But Discord continues to be very active. If you have any thoughts or suggestions on a channel or what have you, we discussed, I don't know if you saw, there's a in Guild General, there's a GoFundMe, and we're looking at maybe just having a separate channel. We're gonna have like a separate meeting for that at some point in the future. But we're just looking at ways to make our Discord more functional and easier to use, and we're kind of, everything has a spot to go. So if you have any suggestions for any of those Discord functional things, feel free to talk to Z-Boot when he's around. So down to additional items now. Or actually, does anyone want to say anything about website, Discord, or anything else before we jump into additional items? Right, very good. The additional item, the main thing that I have, well, there's three things, right? We just covered the upcoming recruitment changes. Sorry if I'm distracted. There's, a reason.
Can't imagine why.
The number 2 item there is recruitment. I don't know if any team leads or anything, if you want to give us a rundown if there's any team that's a little bit lower on recruitment. We like to have all the rosters right at about 25. So if you are needing any specific class or anything, you can let us know. But just this is the part of the tier that it's just the challenging part of the tier, right? Where new stuff's 4 or 5 months away, new and shiny is old now. And so we've got, kind of the doldrums. So please make sure you're talking to everyone that wants to raid at any level, even if they're just coming back from the game, just barely getting into heroic. They'll be able to get caught up pretty quick. And it's better to have them, getting in and getting into normal and getting in set up as a mercenary than just telling them we don't have a spot. We have a spot for everyone. Point them to Kaylee. If it's a guild merger thing, point them to Snowmantle. But we need to get people up and running. And the cool thing about this community is you don't have to, start from nothing and then go straight into a mythic team. And a lot of times mythic teams won't try those new people that don't have any gear. What you can do in this community is you can go to a normal run and a heroic run after a few weeks and get some gear, get some logs and all that, and kind of build up. So make sure you're encouraging people, even that haven't played for a while, to get plugged in and get connected. And I don't know if anyone else wants to say anything about that. But yeah, team leads, if there's anything specific you need, feel free to share real quick. No takers? Okay, best for last, or at least something I'm super excited about. Jess and Alex have put a lot of their own time, effort, and money into creating a bank account. Where is it an LLC? I'm not sure what the technical term is for it, but we have a bank account. It's like a club, like a sports club would have or something like that. So it's its own legal entity, and the bank account is going to be used to pay for, our logs, so our logs don't expire for the website and some other things. And Jess, do you want to share anything at all about what the plans are with the banking stuff, with what we've got going?
If only she was here.
She's not here. She's a Titan. She said she was going to come in during their break, but
Oh, shoot. All right. Well, maybe we should
we didn't
send
grab
her.
her.
Send her a tell and see if she can't come over. I'll start to talk about it a little bit. Basically, we're not going to have like a huge stack of cash that's sitting around. We'll keep using our Patreon funds. What we're looking to do is do quality of life improvements for the community, where like we turn on guild repairs, we do fundraisers. We might even just straight out buy game time and then turn it into gold, and then turn that gold into repairs. So we're looking at a number of things. So if you have ideas about how to turn real life money into gold for us to have repairs in game or other cool activities that we could do, we do have some resources now, and we want to use them creatively. One thing that we might do is we might save up a little bit of money. And I don't know if we'll do this or not, so I'm not committing to anything. We might do like an Airbnb for BlizzCon. Is that Jess?
Yes, it is.
So I gave them a rundown that we have our own bank account now. But if you want to, I don't know if you want to have, if you're ready to kind of give a vision or kind of where things are going with that.
Which part were you at? Were you on well, it sounds like you were on the Patreon funds, bank account, that type stuff. We're looking at doing some different things with those actual funds. We're making sure that the website's paid for, the spreadsheets are paid for, the Warcraft logs are paid for, and that nobody's actually paying out of pocket for those, instead of, those people that are actually, volunteering to pay for things with the Patreon, that's where those funds are going, instead of people actually paying out of pocket every month like they have been. So that's some of what we're doing with that money. And then we're going to be looking at doing things like I had walked into, Zate was thinking, maybe further down the road, doing like an Airbnb for BlizzCon, doing some raffles with some of those funds for, in game, the in-store pets and game time and mounts and those type of things people might be interested in. And if you have suggestions, by all means drop me a PM, say, hey, I think this might be a really cool idea. It doesn't mean we're going to do your idea, but give me those ideas, because those are certainly things we'll go back to do, to look at and say, this was an idea that was given to us. What is, those that are handling the funds, think of it, and we'll vote on it. As far as the guild banking itself, as far as feast flasks, those are all still going out. We're doing great on flasks and mats for those. Where we really hurt every month are the mats for the feasts. So anybody who does fishing, get me those fish. The fish are where we really hurt. Bacon's where we really hurt. If you're looking at donating a little bit of time to help out, let me know. We'll see what we can do to get you helping. Like I said, the fishing and the bacon are the biggest things. I think I still have Davros, who hasn't come to me and let me know which of the Argus gems he wants. I can't send them to you if I don't know what you want. So get with me and let me know what you want. Trin just posted our February winners. I will get you your prizes here shortly. I'm in the middle of rating, so I'm obviously not sending them out right now. Chris, I do not remember who your main is. I know that's your alts. I'm so sorry. You sent me a huge amount of bacon, which was an absolute lifesaver at the last minute, and you ended up winning the third place prize. Let me know what flasks you want on your main, and I will get them sent to your main. I'm so sorry. I don't remember who your main is.
It's Android.
Android? Okay. It was one of those days where I was completely brain fried from making feasts. So I think that's pretty much about where we are. Trin has already posted what our prizes are for this next month, what the high ticket items are. Anybody have any quick questions? And I have no clue what Zake covered before I got here, so I'll listen to the meeting later.
I'll try to summarize our financial situation real quick. Typically, with how much we've got going on, right, we'd have 13 different websites that we'd be paying for, and well, however many teams, right, that we'd have all these different websites that we're paying. Engine was like $10 a month. If you just had one team, it's like $10 a month kind of thing. But we'd be paying for all these things. Instead, we're paying for one website, and we're able to kind of pool resources in a way that's fairly unique. So I want to encourage people to continue giving to that Patreon, and we'll continue to get real money. And then we'll be in the unique situation that, we'll have extra money to do things with. So the only limit is our creativity. So if we can think of some creative ways to spend our money to make the lives of our community better, please think about it and bring it up to Jess. Right now, our monthly expenditures are between $50 and $60 in that range, and we're bringing in 170-ish from Patreon, and that hopefully might go up a little bit. Our goal is to do 200 a month. So basically, we're bringing in $100 to $150 a month that we can spend on things to make our lives better in game. We'll probably have guild donations to like the Toys for Tots, stuff like that. But we are looking for ways to use that money to make our community better, right? So if you can think of any way to utilize our resources, obviously we're not going to do it towards like one team or anything like that, and we're going to be careful about just giving it away, right? Like it's community funds. It needs to be something that's going to enrich the community. It's not me or any one person deciding, hey, let's just go do this with the money. And we will be transparent with that and talk about it. But we are interested in what the community wants to spend our money on. And it's, like I said, it's an exciting thing that other people don't get to, really deal with much. Most of it's, if you're in a WoW guild, there's 2 or 3 people that are paying for everything. And we all have a little bit of a voice in this. So make sure if you have an idea, you bring it up. Other than that, I want to thank you for coming. I do not have anything else. If there's anyone that has something for the good of the order, feel free to bring it up. The next meeting will be on a Friday at 10. So if you're here and you can't make the Friday one, vice versa, that's why we kind of rotate it, because we don't have any time that no one's doing a raid.
I've got something simple. I'm actually doing a giveaway on my Twitch channel, just as a general thing. I wanted to make sure that people knew about it. I'm actually giving away an Assassin's Creed Origins key. So if people are interested in entering into that, no purchase necessary. All you got to do is just sit there and click a button or two, and then you're entered for it. So if people are interested in playing the game and want a chance to win, go right ahead. Let me know.
That's Wraithar, by the way.
Yes, sorry. I figured most people knew.
That or Dayspring Gaming on
Yes.
Dayspring Gaming, yes.
That too.
Hey, so a lot of exciting things are happening as always. Be on the lookout. If something's confusing, you're not sure what's going on, feel free to ask something in general, and I'm sure someone will be able to help you out. Want to encourage you to keep. So like I said, this is kind of the doldrums for the next 2 or 3 months. It's going to be kind of ho-hum. That's just how the cycle of WoW works. But I want to encourage you to look for cool things in the community to keep yourself engaged and active, so you're continuing to log in, because this whole system only works if you're logging in, right, and enjoying yourself. And there's a lot of things to do. And if you're bored, then look at the calendar we've got. Look at the various activities. Find one that you want to go to. Make some new friends. Bring a suggestion to our leadership about, hey, can we do this? Can I do that? We're always looking for leadership to try new things and do new things. So, we're in a good spot. We're not going to have, as far as I know, like all the teams that we've got going are in decent spots. I mean, some of them need a little bit more help with recruitment than others, but I just want people to stay positive, stay encouraged, stay having fun. I don't think that's right.
Continue having fun.
There we go. Continue having fun and continue making the world a better place, and encouraging those around you and helping them to continue to have fun as well. I think that's our meeting. And turn off the recording. And
oh, and the last thing I do want to say something really quick on baking. We are going to be looking at doing some bigger, better things in here shortly, and making some changes. So listen for those next month, because they are going to be coming soon.
Cool. Anything else for the good of the order?
You just like saying that, don't you?
Did I already say that? Sorry. I've had a distracted meeting night. All right, well, thanks for being here once again. See you in a month.